When I was a young man on a Friday night, my friends and I would walk the 2 miles through the wintry night to a Chinese food restaurant named Go Sing. To make the walk more enjoyable, we would whistle the tune from Bridge Over the River Kwai. You know da-da? Da-dee-dee-dum-dum-dum. It made marching fun. What appealed to us about Go Sing wasn't the golden fried egg rolls. We didn't go for the tasty beef and broccoli or for General Tso's chicken. No, we went for the beer. We were around 15 or so. Are you getting it yet? The drinking age back then was 18, so do the math. Apparently the Chinese weren't very good at determining someone's age. I'll tell you what else they're not good at. Minding their own fucking business. Pardon my Mandarin, but have you heard about the Chinese hacking into America's infrastructure? Holy shit, Batman, listen to this.
In a groundbreaking revelation, leaked files originating from a Chinese state-linked hacking group have shed light on a significant international hacking campaign. These files provide a detailed account of systematic cyber intrusions orchestrated by Beijing's intelligence and military apparatus, targeting foreign governments, corporations, and critical infrastructure. Exploiting vulnerabilities in software systems from prominent companies such as Microsoft, Apple, and Google, the hackers have executed a sophisticated operation spanning over 8 years. The cache of more than 570 files, images, and chat logs offers unprecedented insights into the inner workings of a company allegedly contracted by Chinese government agencies for large-scale data collection endeavors. The leaked documents outline contracts aimed at extracting foreign data and reveal targets in at least 20 foreign governments and territories, including India, South Korea, and the United Kingdom. Cybersecurity experts, including John Hultquist from Mandiant Intelligence, have verified the authenticity of the leaked data, expressing concerns over China's targeted hacking endeavors. The documents originate from iSoon, a Chinese firm providing hacking and data gathering services to various government entities and state-owned enterprises. Targets of iSoon's operations include government agencies, telecom providers, and infrastructure data from multiple countries, highlighting the extensive reach of the cyber espionage efforts. The leaked documents also shed light on internal issues within iSoon, with disgruntled employees voicing complaints about poor pay and working conditions. iSoon's product manuals tout their capabilities to extract data from platforms such as Microsoft Outlook, Hotmail, and Apple iOS smartphones, as well as conduct phishing campaigns targeting Twitter users. Additionally, interactions between iSoon and APT-41, a Chinese hacking group previously charged by the U.S. Justice Department, reveal a complex web of collaboration and disputes within the cyber underworld.
Holy crap, this is all out war. The nerve of those Chinese. Is it me or are all Americans outraged? Let's talk to a few. Mia, you look like a bright individual, and you look like you have a question, yes?
At what point do the Western countries being hacked decide that enough is enough and take it to the Chinese? Screw the cheap TVs and other products. We got along very well when the iconic American brands made them. European-made products cost more, but they offer twice the warranty. Set up a program in the schools and offer scholarships to the kids who can give the Chinese hackers a real shellacking. Mealy-mouthed Chinese politicians are always whinging anyway. Give them something to whinge about.
They cannot be trusted. Trump is not the only one guilty of espionage. Clinton and Republican Congress too.
There are some skeletons in the Democratic closet.
Representative Eric Swalwell, Democrat California, is known for his illicit relationship with Chinese reported honeypot spy Christine Fang, also known as Fang Fang. But now Swalwell is under scrutiny for his campaign expenditures after reporters uncovered records showing that he spent more than $2 million last year on items such as international travel and fine dining, as reported by Mike Netter.
Neither Clinton has ever been involved in or even accused of cyber espionage. In fact, Hillary Clinton has long warned us it needed to be a priority Trump's lack of security. Jared and Ivanka's friendship with a Chinese spy, among other questionable ones, and use of personal email servers far, far beyond anything Clinton did, put us much more at risk.
Let's not forget that President Trump made many phone calls on his personal cell phone against the advice of his security staff.
Biden is already doing this. The $53 billion CHIPS Act seeks to end the U.S.'s reliance on foreign-made semiconductor. TSMC is opening a chip plant in Phoenix.
Trump defends his Chinese bank account. Politico, October 22, 2020.
Biden is years ahead on protecting the U.S.
Yes, Biden is ahead of the game.
China is not our friend. U.S. industry, stop offshoring to China to make better margins and juice your stock price. You are killing America. U.S. consumers, stop buying made in China when there is an alternative, even if you have to pay more. There once was a saying, buy American, the job you may save one day may be your own.
The U.S. is the world's sole military superpower. It spends more on its military than the 10 next highest spending countries combined. China is now the world's sole manufacturing superpower. Its production exceeds that of the 9 next largest manufacturers combined, writes Richard Baldwin, professor of international economics, IMD Business School, Lausanne, Switzerland.
Having retired from the tech sector, I'm absolutely baffled why infrastructure controls like power plants and switching stations are even on the internet. The military operates its own separate network with the defense contractors. It would not be all that big a deal to implement the same thing for critical infrastructure.
Agreed. And for the longest time, I've known the idiocy of allowing virtually anything of import to be within 1 million miles of the internet. Reserve the internet for what it's good for, a continuous do-it-yourself TV show and mind-numbing companion, but nothing important that will be used to harm us when thieves, liars, saboteurs, and other degenerates get their ways with it.
We are under attack from China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. We need an experienced leader like Biden, and not a corrupt ignoramus who falls in love with Kim and shines Putin's shoes.
Off topic. The Senate should open an immediate investigation into the Alexander Smirnov scandal with public hearings. Bring Smirnov in to testify. And then bring Jim Jordan, James Comer, and Elise Stefanik in right behind him. This is a national security breach of the highest order. It's a vast, undeclared war, happening 24/7. We need to treat it like one. That starts with officially labeling the belligerents, China, North Korea, Russia, Iran. It means having an official defensive policy supervised by the government. It also means going on the offense and using all means fair and foul to counter the attacks.
I'm an American, and this story is fluff. Genocide in Gaza is ongoing and should be on the front page.
So the Nazi Holocaust or the Armenian Genocide or the Indigenous American Genocide was not genocide either, because there are still Jews, Armenians, and Indigenous Americans. The way the liberal defenders of Israel have redefined genocide to mean the certified complete extermination of an ethnic group is positively horrifying and chilling.
Time to review how much money the Trumps have earned in special favors from the Chinese and what happened to highly classified documents DJT managed to lose. Got to pay the fines and legal bills.
If America banned the importation of all products made in China, DJT would not have any of those red MAGA hats to sell. And those gold DJT sneakers, does anyone actually know where they are made?
The trainers are made by CIC Ventures LLC. This is a company Trump reported owning in his 2023 disclosures. The website states, Trump sneakers are not designed, manufactured, distributed, or sold by Donald J. Trump.
Huh? It sure looked like DJT was selling them. That bit of classic DDT malarkey aside, note that this CIC Ventures, alias DJT, never says where the sneakers are made. What does that tell you? If they were manufactured in America, DJT and CIC would say so loudly. Instead, it is a secret. Why? They could be made in any of many countries, including Mexico, of course. But the cheapest and fastest place to have them made is China. Greed being the raison d'etre of DJT, my bet is on China. I'll go a step further. Trump's gold sneakers are made in China. If this is false, sue me and prove it.
The bad news, a huge amount of what we purchase is manufactured by Chinese companies. It's hard to get away from that conundrum. The good news, a huge amount of what China sells around the world, they make in their own country. They can't afford economic retribution, or their economy tanks even faster than it is right now. They are quite literally wedded to the rest of the world, like it or not. They are already finding a downside to being a bully. The U.S. is now working hard to manufacture chips in this country. If we can do it with something as complex as microchips, we could, in theory, do it with any industry.
Sure, we can manufacture in the U.S., But how can we compete with 9-year-old girls in China working for 90 cents an hour? Americans want 25 an hour. I like my Hot Wheels cars. They cost $2. If we made them here, they would cost $100. You can't have it both ways. Look, I have far less brains than looks, so in matters like this, I turn to Judgy Judgerston, the retired judge. He is a fountain of information. Just look at his bathroom walls.
As a retired judge, I have seen my fair share of courtroom dramas and legal battles. Yet nothing quite compares to the alarming revelations brought forth by FBI Director Christopher A. Wray regarding China's brazen attempts to undermine the very foundation of U.S. infrastructure. In a world where cyber threats loom large, the recent disclosures paint a chilling picture of China's relentless pursuit of chaos and disruption. Let's not mince words here. China's actions, as outlined by Director Wray, amount to nothing short of cyber warfare. The idea that a foreign entity, with the backing of its government, would actively plot to sabotage America's power grid, oil pipelines, and water systems is not just outrageous. It's downright despicable. It's a blatant attack on the sovereignty and security of our nation. What is perhaps most infuriating is the audacity with which China operates. Despite repeated warnings and mounting evidence of their malicious activities, they continue to operate with impunity, preying on the vulnerabilities of our outdated infrastructure. From compromising routers to embedding sleeper cells within critical networks, their tactics are as insidious as they are dangerous. But let's not stop there. The indictment against 4 Chinese citizens accused of smuggling electronic components to Iran further underscores the depths of China's deceit. By flouting international sanctions and diverting crucial U.S. technology to a regime known for its hostility towards the West, China has once again shown its true colors, those of a rogue actor willing to undermine global stability for its own gain. As a retired judge, I am well aware of the principles of justice and accountability. It is high time for China to face the consequences of its actions. No longer can we turn a blind eye to their flagrant disregard for international norms and laws. The time for decisive action is now. In closing, let me be unequivocal. China's relentless pursuit of chaos and disruption must be met with unwavering resolve from the international community. Failure to do so not only emboldens their nefarious activities, but also jeopardizes the safety and security of nations around the world. It's time to hold China accountable and send a clear message. Enough is enough.
Okay, cut. That's a wrap. Stop tape. Okay, we're done. Relax, Judgy. You're all worked up. I haven't seen you this worked up since they started checking IDs at Go-Sing back in the day. In fact, when they wouldn't serve us, we went to the park, and that's the first day we met Washington, the pot dealer. We tried marijuana for the first time that day. You know, we never went back to Go-Sing, even when we were of legal age.
I hope you stopped the recorder. I would hate for this to get on the internet.
No worries, Judgy.
Well, looking back, that was the last time I had a beer until after college and law school.
Good for you, Judgy. What about the pot, though?
How do you think I survived Harvard Law? I was scarred, overworked, and afraid. The pot leveled me out.
True, but what about the side effects?
There were none as far as I remember.
Except the munchies.
Why do you think I weigh 230 pounds?
Cheetos and candy?
Funny guy. Make sure you didn't record this.
No worries. As soon as we finish this El Presidente, I'll check it myself. What, do I look like a buffoon? The odds of this audio tape going public are the same as Trump getting elected again.